Hello everyone, my name is Isaiah, also known as Zay Knives. Today, I'm going to be making a knife in under 2 hours. So this is a practice knife for a competition I'm in called the Battle of the Bladesmiths. It's going to be July 14th. If you see this video in time and you can come out on Saturday night, 7 p.m., the New England School of Metalwork in Auburn, Maine, please come and support me. It's 4 makers making a knife in under 2 hours. The crowd votes the winner. I think the best way to maximize my speed while making this knife is to write down a step-by-step list of how I'm going to craft the knife. I think going into it with a plan will be the best thing that I can do. So let's talk about the knife parameters of the knife we're making in the competition. It's a 4 to 6 inch blade with a guard or a bolster, and it's hidden tang. So my plan of what I'm going to do is I'm going to forge the guard and hot fit it right onto the tang. This will save me any trouble with drilling holes and filing, and that'll just end up taking too much time. Let's start work on the list. Alright, so now we got the list done. Let's start up the forge and let's get cranking on this knife. Okay, so this is what I'm starting with. This is 1 1/4 inch wide by 1/4 inch thick. This is 1075, and the competition will be given a foot of this steel. And I've made 2 practice dives before. All I need is 6 inches, so half that bar of steel is going to be enough for the knife. Now this is actually 8 inches, and there's a mark. Pretty much where the cut wanders on this piece of steel is where I'll end up cutting it off later. Once the knife is in the fire, then we start the clock. Alright, I'm about to take it out for the first heat. What I'm going to do is knock back the corners so I can forge in the tip. Here we go, forge in the tip. This heat, I'm going to take it out and use the cross beam on the tip to add a little more width. So now I'm going to get ready to forge in the bevels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve the tip downwards. That way when I forge in the edge, the tip will go back straight. Now I'm going to start forming the edge. A little bit more edge to form. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess material with the Hardy cutoff tool. And then after I cut it off, I'm going to set up the transition between the tang and the ricasso. Ow. Alright, I'm going to switch to the crossbeam hammer to forge out the tang. Okay, so at this point, I got the blade forged out. It's just a hair under 6 inches. I want it to stay right at 6 inches. But right now I'm going to take it over to the grinder, grind in the transition between the ricasso and the tang. I have 1/2 inch square bar for the guard that I'm going to be forging. so I'm going to grind in the transition so then we can hot fit the guard onto the tang. Now I'm going to take my punch and mark where I'm going to punch the hole. And it's off a little bit, so that sucks. But no going back. Heat it up one more time and punch out the slug. Should be knocked loose now. There we go, the plug is out. Now to heat it back up, and I'm going to drift it straight onto the tang of the knife. Right now we're at the half-hour mark. And I'm heating up the tang to normalize it. That way we can drill a pinhole through it later. Heat up the tang one more time. Dull red temp. Stick it in the vise, let it cool, and then we'll do our profile grinding. While we have a little elapsed time, I figure this would be a good time to go ahead and drill the holes for the wood. Alright, time to start our profile grinding. Cooled off the blade in water. This is where we're at. So I have an idea in mind, so I'm not going to bother to trace on a pattern onto the steel. I'm just going to go for it. We're at the 50-minute mark. I'm not exactly sure how happy I am with the time right now. I don't really know if this is good or not, but it's decent, so okay, good start. Perfect. Seen this in my other videos, it's parts 50 heat treating oil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the blade and dunk it in this tank, and that's going to harden the blade. Here we go. Oh shit. Alright, so the scale popped off, that means we have a hardened blade. Sweet. Wiping the excess oil off the blade. Alright. So the blade is actually still hot, and I'm going to go ahead and blast off the scale right now. I overheated this part a little bit, but that's alright. It's not too bad. Okay, I forgot a crucial step, so now I need to flip the blade, put it in the vise, and heat up the tang and burn on the wood with torches instead of my forge. Alright, that's as good as we're gonna get it. I'm gonna do some creative grinding on the back of the spine. Okay, we're at 1 hour 30 minutes. I think we're making decent time. I got the blade polished up to 400 grit everywhere. So now I'm going to glue on the wood onto the tang, and then once the glue is partially dry, we'll drill in our pinhole. Ah, sweet. Let's go ahead and draw on our handle design. Alright, we'll give that another second to dry, then we'll drill the pinhole. Switching over to a 1/8 drill bit. 1/8 brass pin, and I'm going to put my 60 grit wood carving belt on. I'm actually going to go back to the 400 grit, sharpen it up. There we go, the blade is sharp. Let's quickly get this over to the anvil, put the pin in and peen it over. One hour, 51 minutes. Hell yeah. I'm going to stop the time here, then we'll do some tests on the blade. So this is the knife I was able to create in under 2 hours. I think this is a pretty damn nice knife. It's a little off from the handle. It's a little crooked, but it's razor sharp. So let's go do some cutting tests on it. Okay, so excuse the background noise. There's construction across the street, but I'm going to do a little cutting test on this water bottle. I didn't even feel it hit the water bottle and cut it so clean. I'm gonna chop through this piece of wood and then shave my arm with the blade. Still razor sharp. That's a sharp knife. Okay, so this is a test of cutting off the print off of a business card, and I'll be using my IHOP Frequent Diners card, as most of you have, I'm sure. So just shaving off the top layer of the card, and boom. That's a sharp blade right there. We'll try some simple notebook paper cuts. There we go. Here's the finished blade. This actually came out really nice, minus the fact it's going off to one side a little bit. It's really well heat treated. It has a really nice, comfortable handle. This was a practice blade for the Battle of the Bladesmiths, July 14th at the New England School of Metalwork's Bladesmith Symposium /Hammerin'. If you want to come see me forge a blade just like this, July 14th, that's Saturday, July 14th in Auburn, Maine. Come out 7 p.m. Make sure you vote for me. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to follow me on social media. My Instagram is @Zay Knives, my Facebook page Zay Knives. If you're interested in purchasing anything that I've made or learning more about me, you can go to my website, zayknives.com. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit the bell to get notifications when I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next project.